Hari Om, and welcome to all the wonderful Balakrishnas and Vivekanandas to today's Bhagavad Gita learning. Today let us learn Shloka 8.28, and I request Megha and Snigdha to help us to learn the chanting. When Megha is chanting, let all of us sit straight, close our eyes, hold our hands in Namaste, and when Snigdha is repeating, let us also repeat in mute. Megha, Snigdha, please.
वेदेषु यज्ञेषु तपःसु चैव
वेदेषु यज्ञेषु तपःसु चैव
दानेषु यत् पुण्यफलं प्रदिष्टम्
दानेषु यत् पुण्यफलं प्रदिष्टम्
अत्येति तत्सर्वमिदं विदित्वा
अत्येति तत्सर्वम् इदं विदित्वा
योगी परं sthānam upaiti chādyam
योगी परं स्थानम् उपैति chādyam
वेदेषु यज्ञेषु तपःसु चैव दानेषु यत् पुण्यफलं प्रदिष्टम् अत्येति तत्सर्वमिदं विदित्वा योगी परं स्थानमुपैति चाद्यम्.
Kripalini, can you please read out the meaning?
Yes, Chief. The yogis who know the secret gain merit far beyond the fruits of Vedic rituals, the study of the Vedas, performance of sacrifices, austerities, and charities. Such yogis reach the Supreme Abode.
Thank you, Megha. Thank you, Snigdha. Thank you, Kripalini. So what is that Sri Krishna wants us to realize through this shloka? So this is the Akshara Brahma Yoga. Akshara means imperishable. So this particular chapter is about the imperishable Brahman, or the one who is eternal. So essentially Sri Krishna is saying, the one who knows this secret, with secret. In the last few shlokas, Sri Krishna has been teaching some very wonderful secrets that only the students of Sri Krishna can realize. And what is Sri Krishna saying here? Those who know this secret, they gain merit. What kind of merit they gain? Which is much beyond what one can gain by merely following rituals, or studying of the Vedas, or doing various kinds of puja, punaskara, charities. Beyond all that, those who realize the secret, they gain much higher loka, much higher benefit. They reach the Supreme Abode, is what Sri Krishna is saying. And in a way, he has already taught us. Now through this shloka, he once again wants us to recollect. What is that Sri Krishna is teaching? Let us now understand. Let us now look into that. So, before we jump into this particular discussion, as usual, there will be some games, and I would like you to raise your hand if you want to answer. All right. So, shall we begin our game? Okay. So, the very first question, which one you think is the most dangerous here? Which one is most dangerous? My God, so many hands got raised. Let's listen to what Grihit has to say.
Smoke can damage your lungs, and knife can cut your body parts, and fire can burn you.
Correct. But which is most dangerous?
Smoke.
Smoke, according to you. Okay. All right. Let's listen to what Akshat has to say.
Ji, according to me, none of this is dangerous most. I mean, most dangerous.
Why are they not dangerous?
Ji, it is dangerous, but not the most dangerous.
Not the most dangerous. Okay. So The most dangerous is not even in the picture, is what you're saying.
Yes, Ji.
Okay. All right. Let's. So Akshat is giving some secret answer. We will anyway understand. What is Shreyas' answer?
Sir, smoking, because we'll go from the first when yeah. So from fire can burn your body parts, but after like some time you can recover from it. And knife, it can cut your body parts. You put some bandages or something, it'll go in a day or two or something. But smoking, if you do regularly, so it can damage your lungs, and sometimes it is not that recognizable, and it'll be too late when you go to the hospital.
All right. So which is most dangerous according to you?
Smoking.
Smoking. All right. Great. So we heard 3 viewpoints. Okay. So our Akshat says it's not even in this picture. And one of us said smoke. One of us, or two of us have said smoke. All right. So keep your answers with you. All right. Now I'm going to show you another question. All right. Which one you think is most beneficial in this? Which one is the most beneficial? All right. So many of you want to answer. I would love to listen to what Diya Disha have to say. Which is most beneficial?
Tree.
Tree is most beneficial. And why so?
Because it gives oxygen, food, shelter, and all.
Okay, very nice. It can give oxygen, food, shelter, so many benefits. Very nice, wonderful. And Sohan, what is your answer?
Guruji, my answer is tree. It is benefit for us if we are traveling by foot, and if a storm occurs, we cannot stay like that. We need a shelter. So this tree which stays there can be as a shelter.
Okay, all right. So according to
And you can pluck fruits from the tree and eat. And
Okay.
it will give you more oxygen.
Oxygen, okay.
By night time, you have to come a little far away from the tree.
Okay.
Otherwise, it will be suffocating because oxygen levels will be reduced.
Okay. So according to you, tree is the most beneficial. Okay.
Hariom Jeji.
Hariom Tejas.
Sorry, I could not join that.
That's okay, no problem. Please participate, huh? Listen in. What about Rohan? What is Rohan's answer?
Sir, it depends upon your needs.
Depends upon?
Like if you want, it depends upon your needs.
Depends upon your need. Okay, excellent.
Like if you want fruits and fresh atmosphere, you will choose trees. And if you want to travel to different places, the most beneficial thing is a plane, like that.
Okay, so according to situation, each one of us can be most beneficial. There is no single answer according to you.
Yeah.
Okay, very nice, excellent, wonderful viewpoint. Okay, last one, Akshat. What is your viewpoint? Which is most beneficial?
Ji, not in the picture.
Not in the picture. So Akshat seems to be giving some puzzling answer. What is not in the picture, Akshat?
Ji, why didn't you put?
What, Akshat? I'm not able to hear you.
You know,
Yeah, good.
see, the most beneficial thing according to me is our mind.
Okay, all right. So,
Oh, sorry, Ji, our brain.
our brain. Okay, all
Because if
right.
it is not working, none of this is useful.
None of this is useful, is Akshat's answer. All right, let's find out. Which is now, thank you to each one of you. So we asked the question, which is most dangerous and which is most beneficial, right? So we looked at some objects and each one of us had some view. So what Sri Krishna is also pointing at, and the answer that what our Akshat also pointed at, is what you and I must realize. At the end of the day, the most dangerous, what is the most dangerous thing in the world? Human mind. And the same mind is the most beneficial. How is it the most dangerous? Because it is in this mind that there are 6 most dangerous habits are there. What are they? Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Mada, Moha, Matsarya. Excessive lust, anger, greed, the pride of the ego, attachment, then jealousy. All these are the 6 most dangerous enemies. And they can make such a mind the worst possible mind. Such a mind can create lot of havoc in the world. Such a mind can go to the extent of abusing others, can go to the extent of killing others, including the destruction of the environment. So many dangers that happen in the world happen because one or the other human being has such feelings, such thoughts. So these 6 most dangerous qualities in the mind are called as Arishat Varga. So they are the 6 dangerous enemies. But the wonderful thing is, which is what Sri Krishna is also pointing at, is that it is in the same mind. It is in the same mind that you can develop 6 most beneficial qualities also. And this is called as Shat Sampatti. 6 most invaluable wealth. What are they? Shama, Dama, Titiksha, Shraddha, Uparati, Samadhana. We have seen this also. Where can you develop the inner tranquility, the ability to control your senses, or whatever may be the changes in life, to accept them equally, to have faith on the words of the Guru, on the words of the scripture, on the divine. And where is that you can find the power to do something out of joy? Where can you feel contentment? All of this is once again in what you and I refer as the mind. So, the danger or the benefit is not the tool per se. Though I showed the picture, which is most dangerous? You may say, oh, fire. But fire is dangerous in the hands of the person who doesn't know how to use fire. Or the same case with knife. The person who knows how to use can even make the fire most beneficial. A knife in the hand of a thief can be a weapon for murdering. Knife in the hand of a surgeon can be a weapon of healing. So like that, these objects, you may call them as beneficial. But again, the same thing, no. The mobile, if a person with no control uses the mobile, simply they can waste time. Same thing with plane. Some people use plane also to kill others. Some people use it to benefit others. So like that, it is not that particular thing outside, but it is the human mind which wields these tools or these objects can make it the most dangerous, the most beneficial. And this is the secret that Sri Krishna has been teaching us all through. Arjuna, know that you have a most powerful, the most versatile instrument in the entire world. And that is called as your mind. And you and I, through the previous shlokas, have seen that only a part of our mind we are conscious. So much of our mind is unconscious or subconscious. They say, many people say it's more than 90%. Doesn't matter. And it is in the subconscious mind that all these kinds of impressions, what we saw as the enemies, are hidden. Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Moha, Mada, Matsara, all these are hidden. And how to overcome them is the teaching that Sri Krishna has given in this chapter only. which is what this picture is also showing. See, as a simple example, if let's say you want to wake up early in the morning and you keep on thinking, tomorrow I will wake up at 5 o'clock, tomorrow I'll wake up at 5 o'clock, and you never do it for a whole 6 months or a year, no change at all. But let's say every day you're waking up at 6:30. You decide, okay, I want to wake up at 5 o'clock. I will do one thing. Every day from tomorrow, I will start waking up just maybe say 5 minutes early. If you decide like that, and if you put that into practice, tomorrow you'll wake up at what time? Instead of 6:30, you can wake up at 6:25. Day after tomorrow, 6:20. The third day, 6:15. Like that, even if you practice that 5 minutes every day, or once every 2 days, 5 minutes early, like that, if you practice, in no time, you would have already been able to wake up at 5 o'clock. Isn't it? So, your mind is that mighty instrument which you need to learn how to handle. And it is in this mind only that you and I need to develop all these wonderful qualities. What we saw, the divine qualities, the six shat sampatti. And how to do that? In this chapter, Sri Krishna has taught us that what you do consistently, Arjuna, becomes your mind, becomes your habit patterns. And whatever is your habit pattern is how your life is going to be. So, whether it is a bad habit or a good habit, whether it is a habit that helps me or a habit that can become very, very destructive towards my own development, both are habits. Something that I develop by step, much like how you develop the ability to speak or the ability to walk. Little every day brings a big change over a period of time. So that is the wonderful secret that Sri Krishna has been teaching us in this particular chapter. So to put it all together, there is a wonderful story. And before I show that story and tell that story, is there any question on what you've seen so far? Is there anyone who has any question? Anything that anybody wants to ask? Okay, looks like no question. Oh, Snigdha, you have a question. Go, Amma.
So, what's the main idea of the shloka?
We will discuss that. But you have any questions on what you have heard so far?
No, Ji.
Akshat? You have any question?
I have a doubt, Ji.
Yes, Ji.
Ji, that Shama, Tama, Titiksha, Uparati, and Samadhana.
Yeah.
And that other six, what is that?
Yeah.
Navakroba, Loba, Moha, Mada, Matsalya. Are they both in our mind, or I thought only they are just not from mind, but they are just our behavior.
Correct. From what you behave, for example, right now you're speaking a particular language called English. And how do you speak? First, you have to think about what to speak. And where do you think? In your mind. Just like that, behavior means what? So, for example, the way one dresses, the way one talks, the way one, let's say, wears different kinds of ornaments, or the way one behaves with others. This is what you and I call as behavior. From where does that come? From the way one thinks. And where does one think? In the mind.
But So, example, desire and is an instinct. No, Ji, if something happens bad and we don't like it, we get angry. That is also an instinct, right, Ji?
Correct. But what is an instinct? Let's examine that. So, for example, let's say somebody comes and says, uh, as an example, I'm just saying to you, hey, you donkey. So you may become angry. Now, if you look at what made you angry, and if we analyze that. So, for example, what is that they said? What is the sound that they made? Donkey. So, the word called donkey made you feel angry. So, now let us understand. Imagine, you don't know English and you still hear that word or that sound called donkey. Now, when you don't have any meaning to that, do you feel angry?
Ji, no, Ji.
So, which means the sound itself that they made is not the source of the anger. What triggered your anger is they made the sound donkey. See, for example, if I say, Akshat, you are a pradiṣhṭam. Did you understand what I said? You are a pradiṣhṭam.
No, Ji.
You understood?
No, Ji.
No, right? Do you know what is meant by pradiṣhṭam?
No, Ji.
No. Okay. It's a special language called Vijay language. In that language, pradiṣhṭam means the most wonderful and the divine child.
Ji.
Okay. So when you didn't know what pradiṣhṭam means, you had no meaning, no reaction. But now, I could have as well said, you know what? In this made-up language, pradiṣhṭam, you know what it means? Pradiṣhṭam means a goat with a long beard. If I gave that meaning, how would you feel?
Ji, okay, nothing is a problem, Ji. My school, I get that every day.
Right? So like that, it is not the sound I made that made the difference. It is the meaning you have in your mind that made the difference. Is it not? So now that is one thing you can understand that where is the meaning? Meaning is within you. So what made you think donkey to be made you feel angry? Maybe in your mind, donkey is a very lazy animal. Is an animal which is good for nothing. Maybe that is the way you have learned to see. And that is where, I have a story. So a child came running to his father, said, all the children in my school, they make fun of me. They call me donkey, donkey, donkey. I feel so sad. The father asked, why are you feeling sad? Donkey is a stupid, idiot, good for nothing animal. Then the father said, oh, really? Wait. And I will take you somewhere. Then we will discuss. So the father took him to a place where they wash clothes. So not today, but many years back, no? There was not all these big washing machines and all these machines. So many people called as washermen, they would come home, collect the clothes to be washed, and they would take to some place where there is water, and they would wash, neatly iron, and bring it back. And that's how they used to make a living. And when they collect all these clothes, they need to carry all this. The more the clothes they collect and the more the clothes they wash, the more the money they make. So usually they used to collect lots of clothes, and the clothes become so heavy. So the person himself wouldn't be able to carry. So he would usually have a donkey to carry. So the father showed, look, this is a washerman. And who is helping him carry all these clothes? The child noticed. The washerman was a very old washerman. He had no strength to carry all those clothes. But the donkey was carrying. Then the father asked him, go and ask him what is the donkey to him and whether the donkey is useful to him or not. So this child went to that old washerman and asked, uncle, is this donkey useful? The washerman said, if this donkey wasn't there, I wouldn't get 2 meals a day. Only because this donkey is there, I am able to earn 2 meals a day. This donkey is like my son. He carries all this load and he never grumbles. I give him only little grass and some other food after we eat, and he is very happy. He's been there for so many years. Every day, faithfully, he carries all this load. He's like my son. Like that, the washerman said. So now the child came running to his father. He said, Appa, the donkey is not really a good for nothing. It's a very, very useful animal. Look how this old man is able to put all that and it is able to carry. Then the father asked him, very good. Did you notice one more thing? Did you notice how the old man was walking and how the donkey was walking? Did you notice one more thing? Now the child observed. It was able to see that the old man was walking behind because he was very old and frail. He did not have too much of vigor. And the donkey was walking in front. And then the child, the father asked the question, how do you think the donkey is able to find the direction? Now the child started thinking, correct, alva. If the donkey did not have intelligence, how could it find all this direction? It is walking in the front. How does it know how to walk from wherever it is collecting the clothes to that washing place? Then the child said, the donkey must be a very intelligent animal. So now the child felt very happy. He said, Appa, it's okay. Even if they call me donkey, it's okay. Such a useful animal, such an intelligent animal. And by the way, look at the donkey. It has 4 legs. Its shape looks so much different. And my body doesn't look like that at all. Those who are calling me donkey don't even know the qualities of the donkey. Those who are calling me donkey may not even have seen the donkey because my body doesn't look like that donkey at all. I don't think I need to get upset, Appa. So like that, the child said. Now, this is the story, Akshat. So tell me, what can be learned from this story?
See, there are 2 phases of a, you can say, you can see a same thing in 2 different ways. You can see it useful and you can see it useless thing. It depends upon how you think.
So, and where is the thinking happening? Where is the thinking happening?
See, in our mind.
In your mind. And that's why Shri Krishna is saying, you have the most dangerous and the most beneficial tool. And when you realize you're the most beneficial tool, and when you develop your own mind towards your own inner divinity, then is when you will have a life which is wonderful for you and for others around you. This is the most important secret Sri Krishna is teaching us in this shloka.
Okay.
Does anyone have any other questions? Sohan, you have any question?
No, Guruji, I wanted to add something, Guruji.
Sure, but let's see if anybody has any question. Okay, if there are no more questions, would love to listen to each one of you as to what you understood. So please raise your hand and I would call out your names and you can share your understanding. Yes, Grihit.
So I understood that don't be afraid. Face that problem.
Face the problem. Correct. Develop the inner qualities. Develop the inner divine qualities. You have the most wonderful qualities. Bring it out. So your mind can develop both the so-called bad and the good qualities and the divine qualities. And it is you who can bring it out. How? How can you bring it out?
By facing the problem.
By developing that capability, step by step, one by one. Very nice. Thank you very much, Grihit.
Welcome, Guruji.
Sohan. You have to unmute, Sohan.
The extra point which I wanted to add was cell phone also will damage our brain, eyes, and it is time pass. It is damaging and it is useful for time pass.
Correct. But who determines whether it is a good one or a not so good one?
Our brain.
You are the master of your brain. And you need to exercise that control. Clear?
And I understood here that by doing many pujas and yogas and meditation, you cannot understand. Krishna is telling us like here we can, by doing many yogas and pujas, we can our mind gets refreshed and we can understand so many things after meditation. We can understand many things if we read something.
But what Sri Krishna is essentially teaching, is that, see, in the last shloka, we learned that the one who realizes the truth of who I am is the one who is on the path of freedom, who gets free. But the one who simply follows rituals is the one who gets bound again. And that secret is what one needs to realize. And to realize that secret, one needs to develop divine qualities. And how to develop the divine qualities is to make every day little consistent effort. With that, once when you realize the secrets, you will know that which is beyond any other practice, is what Sri Krishna is teaching.
Okay, Guru.
Thank you very much, Sohan. Yes, Tejas.
This is like something, what I wanted to say is like something related to the last part of the sloka, like what you said about that donkey insult. So basically, the way you look at the way the thing is to you is the way you will look at it. Like if someone says you do things like this or you act like this, there is always another way around it. You could interpret it in a different way. If you interpret it as an insult, well, you'll be angry. It's not nice to be angry. You don't want to hit that person, right? Because violence is not good. But if you look at it in a different way, you could even see it as a compliment. Okay, it may not necessarily be meant to be as a compliment, but it may be a compliment. And first of all, it will help your mental state of mind. And if that person sees that it didn't insult you, they'll try maybe a few more times, it will not work, or they'll just immediately stop. And then you can make friends that way. They'll be like, oh, I have a strong friend who doesn't crack at small insults. They'll be good for you and that person. It helps a lot. So that's what I understand.
Excellent. So like that, by knowing your own inner power, you find freedom in any situation of life.
Yeah.
So realize your own divine power. That's the secret that Sri Krishna is prompting you and me to recognize.
Yeah.
Very nice. Thank you very much, Tejas. Yes, Snigdha.
So what I understood in the shloka is that like our mind or our behavior like has at least two sides. One side is like the all the bad qualities which you told, and one is the other side which has all the good qualities. It also depends on how we use these qualities and how we take in whatever people say to us. It's like the other shloka you told about the perspectives. It's like everything has two perspectives. It's actually connected to that shloka. So everything can have two perspectives, even though it it also depends on how the way you take in whatever the person is saying. So, like you said, if someone calls you a donkey, it does not always mean that they're insulting you. It's like they may be they may be wanting to insult you, but you don't take it as an insult. Take it as a compliment by thinking in a different way that, oh, it's a hardworking animal. And also you should always think before you act. So like whenever somebody tells you something, it can be an insult or it can be a compliment, but you have to think before you actually tell them, thank them, or argue back or something like that. So what I also understood is that you have to also think before you act. And yeah, and everything has two perspectives, and it also depends on how you take in the thing. And you should mostly use the good qualities instead of the bad qualities, and take in things in a good way instead of a bad way.
Excellent. And what is your understanding, Snigdha, when Sri Krishna says, those who know the secret? What is that secret that Sri Krishna is pointing at?
I'm not so sure about that.
Okay. So now tell me, when somebody calls you donkey and if you get disturbed, how do you feel?
I feel angry.
You feel angry. And now let's say, for example, even if somebody calls you donkey and you don't feel upset at all, how are you feeling?
I feel a bit angry, but then I don't want to go back at them.
No, that is not the question I'm prompting. Let's say, even when somebody calls you donkey and that doesn't make you feel angry at all, how are you feeling?
Yeah, good.
What is the name to that feeling that you would say? So when
Like,
somebody made you angry, you called it as anger. When you do not become angry at all, what do you call that feeling?
calm.
Calm, peaceful, right?
Yeah.
So in any situation of your life, in any situation, do you like to be in a state of anger or in a state of calmness?
In a state of calmness.
Do you like to be in a state of disturbance or joy?
Joy.
So how do you act like that in any situation, whether the situation is favorable to you or unfavorable to you?
It's favorable.
The situation may be favorable to you or it may not be favorable to you. As an example, what is a favorable situation? Somebody coming and complimenting you. Oh, you look so nice. Oh, you talk so well. Oh, you are dressed up so pretty. So all this is compliment. Let's say somebody coming and saying, oh, your handwriting is so poor. Oh, is this the color of the dress that you're wearing? So nasty. All that is not so favorable, right? So now, if let's say you are okay with favorable, but not so okay with unfavorable, how will life always give you only favorable situation?
Gee, not really. Life doesn't go the way you think it would.
So now the question is, what is the secret by knowing which you can handle both the favorable and the unfavorable situation?
By getting to know what they're really saying and thinking about it for a while.
True, what they're saying is correct, but what is that secret that you learned today through the two examples that can help you to realize the source of your own anger or the source of your own peace? Is what they're saying the source of anger, or what you're thinking is the source of your anger?
What I'm thinking is the source of my anger.
And where is that you're thinking?
From my mind.
So what is the source of your anger then ultimately?
It's from my mind.
So what is the source of your sadness ultimately?
It's from my mind.
What is the source of your jealousy ultimately?
It's from my mind.
So all the 6 bad qualities, or the so-called dangerous qualities, Arishat Varga, where are they ultimately?
They're in my mind.
And where are the most beneficial qualities also?
They're also in my mind.
So when you know this secret, then you know how to live your life in freedom. If in any situation you are able to act in a joyful, peaceful, absolutely calm way, then won't you say, oh, what a nice life it is?
Yes.
So won't you then say, wow, this life is like Swarga? Won't you say?
Yes, Ji.
That is what Sri Krishna is pointing at. Know the secret. And such yogis are always with me, Supreme Abode, where there is peace, happiness, health, energy. What do you call such a place? God's place. And where is that?
It's welcome.
And where is that?
In my mind.
It's in you. And it's in the way you think about life. It's in the way you interact with life. Is it not?
Yes, Ji.
Are you able to see what Sri Krishna is pointing at?
Yes, Ji.
So what is the secret that Sri Krishna wants you and me to realize?
Ji, it's that we have two sides on our mind. We have all the most dangerous feelings and the most beneficial feelings. It depends on how we use them.
And through how you use and how you develop, you are either in a Swarga or you are in Naraka.
Yeah.
And when you're constantly in a feeling of Swarga, then that is a Supreme Abode.
Yeah.
Clear?
Yes, Ji. And Ji, also, what does that picture mean?
Which picture, Rama?
Over here, Giri, Shri.
That's a wonderful question. And for knowing that question, next week is what you need to wait for. That's the secret that I won't reveal today. Because next week will be the quiz week. Before the quiz, I will show this wonderful video and then there will be a quiz. Because we would have completed chapter 8. And to know the secret of Giri and Totakacharya and how it is connected to all the shlokas we have learned in chapter 8 is next week.
Okay, Ji. Thank you, Ji.
Thank you very much. Shreyas?
Yes, Vijay. So I understood that like the most dangerous thing in the whole world is the a person's brain or his mind or her mind. Like it Vijay, can you go to the slide where all those lust and all were written? Yeah. So it you can have your brain can be attacked, like have kama, krodha, lobha, mada, moha, matsarya, and this is like the most dangerous. Like krodha will make you angry, lobha will make you greedy, and etc. And like so in this point of view, the our brain can be the most dangerous, while on the other side, uh, the most beneficial thing in the whole universe is also our brain. Like it has shama, dama, titiksha, shraddha, uparati, samadhana. So these all can help you, and the dangerous can harm you or that. But it is from the point of view you see. Like you gave the example of a donkey. Like I'll take another example. If people are calling you a dog, what are you doing? Like, and if people he gets angry, but if they say to to a calm person, he'll be taking it in another way. Like dogs protect their owners, they play with them, they be cheerful and all. Meanwhile, if you want to take, you can take it from the bad side also. Like they just bark in the night and all. So we can take it. It's the controls in our mind if we want to take it in the beneficial side or the dangerous side. That's what I understand.
Excellent. Very nice. Thank you, Shreyas. Grihit, you want to say something more? Please unmute, Grihit.
Ji, I had a doubt. You
Yeah.
said you're gonna tell a story.
Yeah. So today I told one story. That the donkey story.
Okay.
The other story is a secret that will be revealed only in the next class. Akshat, what is your understanding?
Ji, my understanding is that whether it is that Shama, Dama, Titiksha, Uparati, Shraddha, it is all the good or it is the bad behavior, the Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Moha, Mada, Matsalya, it is all caused by mind.
And it is you who has the capacity to develop the most wonderful and the most excellent qualities of your own inner being.
Yes.
And the way you develop them is the way your life is going to be.
And we can see the same thing in two different ways. It is a bad and a good way.
Yes. Thank you very much, Akshat. Rohan?
Yes, sir. I understood that there are two perspectives of everything. Like how you gave the donkey example. The kid thought donkey was a very silly animal and was of no use. But when he saw it in a positive perspective, he was back to normal and calm. And it depends upon you that if you want to use your mind in a negative way or a positive way.
Very nice. Excellent. Yes, Megha.
Yes, Ji. So what I understood is there are two perspectives for everything, anything. Like for example, a pen. A pen helps us write anything we need to, but also in a good perspective. But in a bad perspective, it actually can leak and spoil all your work. Like that is for everything. Even in our mind, like the six most dangerous, Kama, Krodha, Lobha, and they are also beneficial. So, like that, there are two perspectives for everything, and we must take it in a good perspective.
Very nice. Thank you, Megha. How about Mrinal?
Gee, I understood that our brain is the most dangerous and the most beneficial organ in the whole universe. Brain has the six most dangerous things of the brain are karma, that is the desire,
Kama.
Kama, krodha, kama that is desire, krodha that is anger, lobha that is greed, and mada, ego, moha that is attachment or delusion, matsarya that is jealousy. And the six most beneficial things are shama, inner tranquility, dama, sense control, titiksha, endurance of dualities, shraddha, faith, upaiti, doing out of joy, samadhana, contentment.
Excellent. Anything else, Mrinal?
Yeah, I mainly understood the truth that our brain can be the most dangerous and the most beneficial thing according to which you think and you use it. You can use it for both beneficial things and bad things also.
Yes. Thank you. Sai Kiran?
Yes, sir, I have one question.
Yes. Please go ahead.
In the situation when someone is jealous about me and he's going to hurt me, at that time, what we should do?
Okay. So first and foremost, when someone is jealous and they can hurt you, by remaining calm, you can then think of what are the ways in which I need to really help this person. So if let's say the person is coming to do some harm immediately, how to really come out of that situation so that I do not get harmed. That is the first thing I need to do. Next thing I need to do is, how do I help this person come out of the feeling of jealousy is the next thing that I can think of. So like that, in any situation, when I remain calm and peaceful, I can think of many ideas in how I can help myself and help the other also. I don't have to get angry or upset about that person, but I can see what is making that person feel jealous. Say, for example, maybe that person is feeling jealous because I may be better at, say, solving math problem, but he may be good at say something else, and he may also be my friend. Then I can make an attempt to talk to him. Hey, is there something that I can help you with math? I really find math very easy, but the way you play football is so nice. Will you teach me football? I will teach you, I will help you with math. Like that, I can see how I can become friends. And the more I show love and trust and kindness to the other person will naturally feel, why unnecessarily I was feeling jealousy about my wonderful friend. He's so helpful. So like that, it will naturally melt away in his heart also.
Okay, sir. And that was my question. And I understood what Krishna is saying.
Yes.
Uh,
Yeah, go on. Please tell. Yeah.
The six most dangerous thing and six most benefit thing about our mind. And the six most dangerous thing are karma, krodha, lobha, madamoha, matsarya. The six most beneficial thing is shama, dhamma, titiksha, sadbuddha.
Shraddha.
Yes, sir.
Shraddha. Hello.
Shraddha and upaiti and samadhana.
Correct. Very nice. Thank you very much, Sai Kiran. Thank you.
Thank you, Guruji.
Kripalini, what is your understanding, Amma?
Like, I understood that our brain is the most beneficial thing, and at the same time, it is also dangerous. Can you go to the last slide?
This was the last slide. Prior to that was this, and then this.
No, that the beneficial and this one.
This one.
Yes. So our mind is the most dangerous and beneficial thing for us, and this like in our brain, the six most dangerous things are like kama, desire or lust; krodha, anger; lobha, greed; mada, ego or intoxication; moha, attachment or delusion; matsarya, jealousy or envy. And we also have like six benefits it's beneficial in 6 ways also. Shama, Dhamma, Titiksha, Shraddha, Uparati, and Samadhana. So that's how I understood. Ji.
Very nice. Thank you very much. Sanvi?
Yes, see, I understood that things can have two perspectives, dangerous and beneficial. And although some things may seem fully beneficial, they will always have a dangerous side on it. We can make it's our choice whether to think it as dangerous or beneficial and use it wisely.
Very nice, Sanvi. Thank you very much. Diya Disha, is there something that you would like to add?
No.
No? Okay. All right. Wonderful. Okay. Is there anyone else with any other question? So from today, you need to decide what is that you want to change. So there is a small homework for each one of you. What you can do after the classes, take a book and write one question. What are the things I want to change in my habit? List them. And let's say, for example, one of the thing may be, I want to, as I gave the example during the session, I want to get up early in the morning. I want to get up at 5 o'clock. Now I'm getting at 7 o'clock. So like that, list all the things. What is that you want? And then see what is that one little change towards that you can make on a daily basis. If let's say I want to learn all the shlokas in the book that you may have. So in our class, we are learning 126 Bhagavad Gita shlokas. Let's say I want to learn all the 126 shlokas. I may not have to learn all the 126 one day. I can say, okay, I will learn one shloka to chant today. I will repeat the same thing tomorrow. And without looking at it, I will repeat it the third day. Every day, I will only spend 5 minutes. So like that, even if I learn one shloka for every 3 days, in a month, I already have learned 10 shloka. In 3 months, I have already learned 30 shlokas. In 6 months, I have already learned 60 shlokas. In a year, I have already learned all the almost 120 shlokas. Within a year, I would remember all the 120 shlokas. Like that, you and I have the power to choose and build wonderful and impactful qualities and habits for your life and my life. All right? So that's the secret that Sri Krishna is pointing at. That those who realize the power of their mind and those who use the power of the mind towards realizing the truth will have wonderful life, will be in freedom in whatever situation of life. All right? Hari Om.